this show, we like to get to grips with the strange, mystical world that surrounds us. So it's time for Guiding Gurus. Okay, put your cuppers down, and that includes me, and pay attention. If you thought tea leaf reading died out with the advent of the tea bag, then you'd be wrong. And Amber McCarroll is here to tell us why. I do like to tell people, first of all, when I see something in someone, I've been looking at you from over there,
right,
and there is so much Leo in you.
That's true.
Is it?
Yes,
Good.
I'm Libra, but ascendant Leo. I think my Mars is in Leo. And,
fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, we love you for that.
Thank you.
All that, Leo, because you're going to be you're going to make a wonderful demonstrator, and doesn't she look like Helen Mirren? Yes, and that is a fabulous thing to look like.
Much.
Fabulous thing, a fabulous diva to look like. Anyway, she's a calendar diva, by the way. Let's talk about this.
Well, there's your cup, Russell.
That's my cup.
And I
I've
saw
been fiddling
you
with
fiddling
it.
and giving it all your energy. You supped it and.
Tell me about the history of this. Do they call it tasseography?
Tasseography, yes. Well,
it's Tass cup.
Tass cup, absolutely right. But it's really from China. And you did
swallowed
that,
a few.
You shouldn't have done that.
Oh, I've done it, darling. Probably swallowed me luck.
You probably have.
Probably swallowed something really delicious.
No, but that's great because you've made it go to the. I'll tell you about that in a minute.
All right. Okay.
So
we're getting excited. Carry on.
So history in ancient China, and also in Japan, of course, they still have the famous tea ceremony. And Zen Buddhists believe that tea has a meditative energy. And so it makes sense that we read our future through the tea leaves.
Is that ordinary British breakfast tea?
Any tea, Russell.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
What you're doing is you're putting your energy, your vibrations into that cup.
So that's part of the ritual?
That's part of the ritual.
Because the Japanese are really keen on this
very,
too,
very keen on ritual, yes, and symbolism. You see, it's all about ritual and symbolism. So you've put your energy in the cup, and then the tea become keys for me to read your energy in that cup.
Okay.
So through symbolism. Okay.
Now we've got all our buds out there who want to do this.
Yes.
So how would they actually go about it?
Okay. Well, I'm going to show you how to prepare a cup. Now you've been drinking conventional tea.
Right.
So I'll show you how to prepare a cup in with your conventional tea. And then I'll show you the tea bag.
Okay.
But the result's the same. So once I've prepared the cup, that will be the same for the tea bag. I'll just show you to the point where you need to put the tea bag, tea into the cup.
Right.
Okay?
I'm not going to interrupt. So are you listening? Honey pies.
So this is Russell's cup, and at the bottom he has a little bit of liquid and some tea leaves, fortunately.
Right.
And what you need to do is you swill the tea leaves around in the liquid anti-clockwise, get a really, really good spin on it.
Doesn't matter how many times?
Well, I like to really give it a good spin because then it distributes the leaves around and then they see where they end up. It's always quite magical because they end up where you don't think. Then you turn it over and you let it drain for about the count of 10 because you need all the liquid to drain out and the leaves to settle down in the cup.
So up to now, I said I would interrupt, but I'm just going to, you know, bring everybody up to speed here. Up to now, then we just make an ordinary cup of tea.
Yes, you
with
drink
ordinary
it.
leaves.
Yes.
And you just drink it.
Yes. And you leave about half a spoon of liquid in the cup and your leaves.
And you don't mind us having milk with it?
No, milk's not an issue, no, or sugar, whatever you want, because all you're looking at are the tea leaves that are left in the cup at the end.
So what are we going to do now?
So now we have, Russell, we have...
Mrs. Go on.
Okay, so now we have the leaf. You have a lot of very heavy emotional issues at the bottom of the cup. Middle as they go around. As you come towards the top of the cup, light-hearted events. So you created a light-hearted event there.
How did you see that? Symbols?
Through no, but that's the position in the cup, and the symbols come afterwards. Yes, so the position. Now, this represents you. The handle represents the inquirer. So as I'm reading the cup for you, if I were reading it for myself, it would represent me.
Right.
And then you read the cards, the leaves, clockwise. So this is what is happening and what's going away from you, and this is what's coming towards you.
And what's the time span?
It depends, really. It can be today, a week, it can be 6 months.
Right.
That's something you sort of ask yourself a question when you're reading your leaves.
Okay.
Okay.
So what symbols can you see there, hon?
Well, let me just explain something else. All of the things that are nearer the handle are about family and friends, usually, issues about family and friends. Further away from the handle are business and relationships with people, probably acquaintances, people you don't know, people that are coming into your life that you don't know terribly well and things like that. And then the symbols, I mean, you know a lot of, I mean, your life works with symbols, but most people know a lot about symbols. The apple. If you think about an apple,
Healthy.
health, absolutely.
Yeah. I've got no apples there at the moment.
No, you don't.
You're running out of time,
okay.
Amber, so...
But you have a very, very good, strong invitation to something very important. There's a big bouquet there of flowers, and that means a big celebration, a deep, perhaps a big party where you're celebrating something very, very important.
Oh, that could be all of us, team. Yeah. You're all invited. You've got some tea leaves here in about 30 seconds. Can you tell us?
Yes, so we have 3 different types of tea bags, and they all represent symbols.
I said
a pyramid.
Tea, I should have said tea bags.
Yeah. A pyramid
I'm excited.
represents the sun.
Okay.
Okay. A
moon.
circle makes the moon, absolutely, and a square, as you know, represents the earth. Now we have to think rituals, so we tear this in a cross, which represents the elements. This one we tear across the top to represent a pyramid, a symbol of the... And
Can you tear the round one for us?
Yes, I will. I already have a wet one.
Oh,
here.
right, lovely.
Okay,
a
so
wet
you tear this in
we shouldn't
a
throw
crescent.
These away.
No. In a crescent shape.
Yeah.
And then you let the first mass of tea drop into the cup.
Right, the first mass has gone in, guys.
Okay, and then you'd have liquid in there, which is dried up under the lights, and you pour that in.
Yeah.
And then you carry on exactly the same way as we did this one.
A quick twirl.
A quick twirl,
and then
a turn over, and then a reed. Absolutely.
And that's very interesting about bouquets, and I'll tell you why a wee bit later.